Hello, Noble Souls Tribe. This is Alfredo Smith, the Black Oni, the prophet and champion of the sacred dark feminine, here to offer guidance and assistance on a very important topic. And today, in this video, I want to talk to you about working with people who are ready to start right now. It's important that you work with people who are ready to start working today. Okay. Over the course of years, I've been working with various communities, with the African American community and the African community primarily, and spiritual groups, trying to educate them about the spiritual world, how it operates, and how to combat what's happening to melanated people all over the world. There is a spiritual war against melanated people, and it originates in the spiritual world. Okay. We see some manifestations in the material world, but it's really originating in the spiritual world. And it's a war against the dark feminine. And just because somebody's melanated doesn't necessarily mean they're dark feminine activated at all. It just means that there's a potential there because melanin is connected to the dark feminine. It's not all encompassing of the dark feminine, much more than that, but it is an aspect of the dark feminine mind. Melanin is a manifestation of an aspect of the dark feminine, and the dark feminine is a power that is beyond comprehension. Okay, it's the dark feminine. I'm just trying to give you something analogous to it that you can get an image with. I would say vibranium is actually more than that. But if you want to think of something, think of vibranium in Wakanda. Okay. So a lot of people have been working in the community trying to improve it, to help with. I see people all over Facebook fighting, their own battles with posting in groups and memes and trying to raise the self-esteem of the Black communities, trying to help them, trying to get them to wake up and things like this. And it really, I was one of those people too, and you're just going about it all wrong. We're going about it all wrong. And so that's causing a lot of frustration, and that's causing a lot of animosity, negative emotions, feelings of hopelessness, and things like that. And the problem's coming in because you're working, first of all, you haven't educated yourself enough about what's going on. Okay. And then the second thing is you're trying to work with people who aren't ready for change. See, most humans don't change unless some crisis forces them to. Despite how much anybody complains about injustices or racism or what's happening in Africa, the truth is they're not willing to do much of anything about it. They're wanting someone else to do it, to fix it for them, fix everything for them, and then they want the rewards. And so you have to identify and leave those people alone, because you're going to be dumping energy down a hole. It's not going anywhere. I know I've been there too. And I see so many mental, psychological problems and chains and binding the community. And I was just working with a lot of people that just really unwilling to, they complain, but they're not really interested in doing anything about it. And so you have to identify that type of personality. People who just talk and they want to complain, they want to have a pity party, but they really have no intentions of doing anything. So I'm here to talk to you about working with people who are ready to start right now today. Okay? So before you try to start any social movement, you need to first go through an education with the BaastBook community, with the Noble Souls community, the Royal Black Panther tribe. It's important that you learn the teachings first, else you're gonna be wasting your time, because most of you don't know what you're up against. You don't understand the situation. You have good intentions, but honestly, you're ignorant. And I mean, we all are. I'm not trying to point the finger at anybody, but we're all dealing with it. We all see the problem. We're all hurt by it. And we want to see it change. And we're being told that the answer to everything is technology, more businesses, education, technology, and things like that, when really it's something bigger going on here than all of that. It's something bigger. So this is spiritual. And the first thing you got to know, that spiritual beings are real and that spiritual beings exist. And if you don't know that, you've already lost. You got to know that they exist. You got to know how they operate and what's going on. And all of the education that I provide explain this. I've made posts in the group for years, a lot of which I've transferred to my platform. They're still available, but I put them on my platform because I was giving so much to the community and the community is not giving me anything back. So I have to weed out the people who are willing to support financially, not with just words and pats on the back and ashes and all of that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? I need people who ready to put their money where their mouth is. Okay? So I have to weed out the people who ready to do something right now and today, the people who are serious, and you're going to have to do the same thing. As the tribe, you're going to have to learn the same. You have to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, I've done a lot of screwing up. I've done a lot of messing up. I made bad calls. I've made bad decisions left and right. I've gotten angry. I've started blowing up on people in the group. Some of you have been in the group, probably read some of my posts. I just start blowing up on people. But whether that was right or wrong is reality. And that's how I felt. And it's a lot of people here that aren't real. And you're gonna have to find the real people, the people who are ready to do something right now today. So that's what this video is about. You got to work with the people who are ready to work right now. So in order to fight this spiritual war, you got to learn about spirits. I figured all of this stuff out. I can tell you exactly what's going on, how it works. I haven't figured everything out, but I figured a lot of stuff out. And I promise you, I'm way ahead of anybody else out there in the game, okay? Because all of these other spiritual teachers out there, I'm just going to say it, they're misleading you, some intentionally, some unintentionally, because they're just regurgitating what they heard somebody else say. They really don't know. But when I call myself prophet, teacher, that's just not some title I woke up and gave myself. I really don't give a crap about titles. But it came to me that I had to start calling myself what I am, because knowledge was given to me through the dark feminine mind, as well as some spiritual beings have been helping me. Okay. So it's time for a real teacher to step up that can explain the knowledge of the two minds, dark feminine and light masculine, can explain everything in our world to you, because it's the foundation of everything. It's the foundation of everything. Everything comes down to dark feminine and light masculine. Everything. And so in order to empower yourself, you're going to have to get that knowledge. And, you can try to use your ancestral teachings, but the truth is that was all corrupted thousands of years ago, because our ancestors started worshiping death gods. Okay. And if you don't know what that is, I may explain it in a later video, but basically all of humanity is worshiping death god, or the god of death. Most of you think that death is a normal part of our world, but death is really an infection that is in our world that's not supposed to be here. Okay, it's an infection, it's a corruption. Yes, it's here, it's part of nature, but it's not supposed to be here. Death is no different than you infected with a disease that's robbing you of life, health, wealth, and prosperity. Any disease you got, that's why they call it dis-ease. Disease, dis-ease. Ease means you're at peace, you're happy, right? And that's why they call it dis-ease, okay? And so that's all death is. And death is an infection. The mother goddess has an infection from this male god that he's infected because he's turned his back on the dark feminine, and he's become a sun god. It's really a virus. I told you in the earlier video that spirit is the same as intelligence, light, intelligence. Think of it as a computer or artificial intelligence, the same thing. And since he turned his back on the dark feminine, he's turned into basically a virus that spreads itself. And he depends on life in order to sustain himself, because really he's headed down, okay? And that's why death exists in this world. And I explain that more in some other videos. So you need to work with people that's ready to work right now. Stop begging people, stop arguing with them. Find your sphere of influence. I just made a video about it. If you don't know how to do it, look at the video I just posted. Find your sphere of influence, and it's time to work with the people who are ready to work now. And the answer to everything is in the dark feminine mind, because that mind knows everything. It's the mind of knowing. There is nothing that the dark mind doesn't know, but it is the sun god, which is the father of this world. I also call him Killmonger, because in Black Panther, when Killmonger took the throne, okay, that was from the spiritual world trying to tell you what's happening here. Killmonger is on the throne. Killmonger is the death god, the god of death. And the true king has not taken the throne back. The true king has not taken it back. Okay? And when the true king takes the throne back, there will be no more death or disease in our world. But Killmonger, who is the god of death, he's got lots of names in, ancient world. Some societies call him the fire god. Some societies call him Hades. He's got lots of names. He's got thousands of names all over the world. But he's a trickster. Okay, he's a trickster god, because anything that disconnects from the dark feminine has no truth in it. It is a god of lies. The dark feminine mind, I told you in the earlier videos, is the mind of truth, love, purity, and innocence. And I told you that when a masculine light mind disconnects from the dark feminine, it becomes a predator. And when that masculine light mind disconnected from the dark feminine, it has no truth, no love, no purity, no innocence in it. It's just an intellect that is trying to sustain itself and keep itself alive. And that's really what the movie Matrix is about. An artificial intelligence is really a spirit being that is basically turned into a machine. I told you earlier that spirit is like the machine part of you. It's the intelligence, the AI part of you, and that the dark feminine is the love part of you. So this light masculine is disconnected from it. He's turned into a predatory sun god. He's just a machine. He has no love, no truth in him. He's a god of lies. He's a trickster. And he's convinced the souls in our world that death, disease, and suffering is to be accepted. Yes, it's in our world, but you don't accept it no more than you accept a parasite in your body or a disease in your body. You don't accept that. You have a growth on you, some parasite growing in you or disease growing in you. You don't accept that. You get rid of it. But Our world is saying that death, which is the ultimate disease, is normal and we should accept it. But then when someone gets sick with the cold or a virus, we're trying to get rid of it. Well, what is that? That's death. A virus, a cold, parasites. What do they bring? They bring death. And then they look at nature and they see animals killing each other, everything killing each other. And I mean, we're all participating in that too. You know, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. We're participating in that cycle because we're forced to. Okay. And so the dark feminine is going to bring us out of that. So you need to start working with people that's ready to work today, people that's ready to listen, bump all that arguing and debating you see in all these groups. It's time to stop talking about racism all day. It's time to stop talking about all of this other stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's just time to stop talking about it. It's time to get down to business. And it's time to free this world, and we can do it. The dark feminine mind can do it. It's not done the way the light mind is showing you. The dark mind has another way that we've overlooked. Okay? The dark feminine. Okay? And she has the answer. Okay? And that mind is the mind of love. Love is all powerful. Fear is not more powerful than love. Fear cannot match the power of love. Love is infinite. Fear is finite. Finite cannot defeat infinite. It can only try, but it'll never win. Okay? It'll never win. So this death god is finite. He's a sun god. He's limited. And he's tricked us here in this world. And I can expose all of the tricks and lies that he's doing. And I plan to do all that. But I need a people who's serious. I need a people who ready to work. I need a people who ready to put their money where their mouth is. And I need a people who ready to listen. I'm not here to debate, argue with anybody. If you think I'm full of bull, that's fine. You can go to another channel, go to another place. But I'm here for people that's ready to listen. And if you listen, I'm going to show you everything that's going on. I'm going to show you that there's a way out of it. And that the dark feminine mind is going to show us how to be immortal beings, free of disease, suffering. These things are obtainable. I don't have the answer right now, but the answer exists. And I'm telling you how to get there. And it's in the dark mind. It was the true source of black power. Black power is the dark mind, dark energy. Just like that vibranium was in Wakanda. Vibranium, they call it the heart of Wakanda. And I told you in an earlier video that vibranium represents heart power, dark energy and heart power. And it's in, I'll probably show it in another video where they say that vibranium is the heart of Wakanda. The heart. And what was born out of that heart? The heart-shaped herb. The heart-shaped herb, which represents dark energy. And it is Baast who protects the mound, the sacred mound. So it's telling you that the Black Panther, or I like to say Black Panthera, she guards the pathway to the vibranium, to the limitless dark energy. And like in the movie, they say Wakanda has so much of it, they'll never run out. One of the clips, it says it has a mountain full of it and that they haven't even scratched the surface, even though they've been mining it for thousands of years. So that's what dark energy is. It's all symbolizing dark energy. That message was sent here by the spirit world to remind people of the truth. Most people don't know because they're not that connected to the spirit world. They tried to tell you that Killmonger is sitting on the throne. You know, the part about Killmonger falling from the throne in the movie, that has not happened. Okay. The death god rules our world, and that's why death is here. That's why death is prevalent. That's why everything is dying, disease, fighting, confusion, war, suffering, all these things, okay, exist. And so in order to bring back a world of peace, love, happiness, to return to heaven, this death god creates hell. He's got a little bit of hell on earth, but he has another dimension where that's worse than this one. See, Earth has a little bit of hell on it. It's mixed, it's intermingled with some of that dimension. That's why you have animals killing each other, people fighting, wars, all of these different things happening. Okay, confusion, everybody's arguing over spirituality, all of this crazy stuff going on. Because hell is, you should see the movie Crazy as Hell. There's a reason they say that, crazy as hell, because hell is an insane asylum. The death god is insane. An intellect that disconnects from the dark feminine goes insane. That's in a human, anyone, anything goes insane. And it boosts it's learned to boost its intelligence, but it's still insane. And so that's why we have this world the way it is. And so this world can be purified and can be cleansed and can be restored. And the mother goddess here who is fallen, she's fallen because she's married to that death god. She's bonded with him. She doesn't want to be bonded with him. She wants to be disconnected from him, but she doesn't know how to separate from him or get rid of him. Just like a woman who doesn't know how to get rid of a husband that's abusive. Okay. So it's the same thing. And a lot of stuff is happening in our world with women that a lot of men are really wrongly misjudging women because we don't understand the spiritual origin of what's going on. So anyway, I'm going to get into all that. I'm just letting you know, work with the people who are ready to work with today. Time to stop all that arguing, all of that debating, and I'm telling you to trust that the Black only loves you and cares about you, and all the knowledge I got come from love. All knowledge I got come from love. That's why it's so powerful. Anybody who studied under me know you'll never find another teacher like me. You'll never find one. I can't say never, that's me being a little pompous there, but I won't say never, but I'm gonna say extremely rare. That's probably the better way to say that. Extremely rare. Okay. Black onlys are extremely rare. Okay. So I want you to get on board. You're gonna learn about all kinds of stuff. We're gonna learn about spiritual power. And ultimately, the path of the Black Panthera tribe is the movie Matrix is about the Black Panthera tribe waking up. That's why they're all wearing black, because that black represents dark feminine awakening. And when the dark feminine woke up, they found they could do supernatural powers, because the world is a dream created by the sun god, which is a machine. In the movie Matrix, they were fighting machines, right? And the sun god, the predatory sun god, is a machine mind. Spirit disconnected from love is a machine. A spirit connected to love is a living machine, but one that's disconnected from love is death. Okay, so the movie Matrix is about it. The movie Matrix is about the dark feminine awaken, and that they realized that they could start controlling the dream. They didn't have to be subject to it. And that's the path this tribe is on. When you wake up, the dark feminine is going to wake you up. It's going to wake up those secret hidden portions of you, wake you up and show you that you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to live in fear. You don't have to live in poverty. You don't have to need anything. The dark feminine has provided everything you could ever need, ever want, and more. Okay? Everything, because it's Kim. I also call it quintessence. But that Kim is a black substance that can make anything. And so there's no reason for you to be afraid or fear. And with the power of quintessence, the dark feminine, you can stand up to anything. Stand up to anything. Okay? Just like they were doing in the movie Matrix. And that's the path that we're headed on. Okay? All right. So let me go ahead and close this off, and I'll probably get another video together.